just give us your thoughts on the game tonight?
Yeah, good battle first quarter. I thought Cairns came with a really good physicality, good desperation, and made us be a little bit sticky on offense early on when we were trying to enter to the post, and we weren't having great success there in the first quarter. And they made a great run in the second, and CG just put a stop to that one and really got the scoreboard ticking over. And you look here at what Shaili did again tonight, and I thought he was big in that patch. But what's he, plus 26 in 24 minutes and stuff. So there was some guys through that period that got us a good lead at halftime. And I thought after that we had control of the game, but they kept hanging around that 10 to 15 mark, and the way that they were shooting the basketball tonight, and we saw that with Brisbane the other night, that just the freedom that people are playing with at this time of the year, they could get hot, and Ben Air and Bull Cole and Majuk Dang and all their shooters found a little bit of range as well to keep them in it. But we did what we needed to do tonight, and we played a lot of people, moved a lot of people, and dealt with some foul trouble. And Ariel did a really good job with Joe in foul trouble again tonight as well.
2 minutes into the second quarter, and I think you're 9 or 10 down. Can you talk a little bit about what you spoke about in that timeout to sort of spark the guys and spark that turnaround with CG?
Yeah, it's always going to be about our defence through those periods. And then, just to keep our spacing right as well. So, CG is obviously a massive focus for us in the way that we screen for him. But we got stops and we built some pace back in the game. And, that was the biggest thing, just making sure that we get some stops through that period.
I've asked this plenty of times, but talk about the fella next to you. It seems like over the past few, he's just starting to get that finals edge. Yeah,
I think so. It was an important game for the club, to our last home game of the year. The opportunity to pretty much lock up the top spot and to guarantee home court advantage through the finals. And it's the goal of this club every year is to try and achieve that, and to try and give our fans the most amount of games to come and support us and really high level games. They're the ones that you want to reward your fans with, and we got the opportunity to do that. And CG, one of the best in the league at sensing moments where he just needs to give us a little bit more, and he did that tonight.
CG, Dean says about sensing moments. Did you feel like you needed to take it upon yourself to dig the team out of that hole?
Oh no, not just not like make shots and drag the scoreline back. It was about getting stops and being aggressive on the other end, getting stops and playing at pace, and setting the standard on our aggressiveness on both ends of the floor. So yeah, it turned into myself making some looks and finding myself open a few times, but just more so our mindset and our aggressiveness on both ends of the floor to kind of stop putting them at the foul line and all that, because it's hard to play the way we wanted to play when we're either taking the ball out of bounds or they're having foul shots.
Talk a bit about the sort of flow-on effect of you making, hitting a few of those shots in a row and getting that lead back in the crowd, sort of really getting into it.
Yeah, I think the crowd was amazing tonight. I wasn't too sure what to make of what we were going to expect coming in. A Monday night game, 7:30. People, I'm sure, have had big weekends. We played a couple nights ago, but they were great again. That's two outstanding shows of support from our crowd, and we just want to reward them. It's been tough on everyone, and as Dean said, we want to give them as many games as possible, and we want them to have as much fun as possible when they come to games.
You've sort of basically locked away that top spot. That's a bit of a mini goal ahead of the ultimate goal of winning the title. Can you just speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, I think you tick things off along the way, and we take it every quarter of the season. We look at what we've done and how we can be better and what our record is, and you tick these things off, and then it's clinch the playoffs, and then how good a position can you get yourself into in the playoffs, and we've done that essentially tonight by securing that top spot, I think, and it's about the progression of where we are as a group and trying to put ourselves in the best position possible.
Dean, there's been, I guess, a few sort of little tweaks to the starting lineup in your rotation with, obviously Bubba coming in for Caleb when he got hurt, and now sort of Shilly starting for Daly and then Daly coming back in. Can you just speak to that a little bit? And is there something you're going to settle on for the finals, or is it still going to be a few tweaks?
Yeah, I think it can certainly be matchup based during the finals, because Caleb, Bubba, Shilly, any one of those guards has the ability to start, and everyone's comfortable with them starting as well. So whatever we think is going to be the best defensive matchup for us to go into games. But I couldn't not start Shea after what he did last game, and again he's come out and done it again tonight, and we got gradually got some more minutes into Delhi coming off being sick and things like that. So the Bubba, I think that's his 6th game with us right now, and I thought last game he looked really comfortable. I thought he looked good, comfortable again tonight. Caleb's playing really hard, and he's plus 20 in the game, and he just needs to see a couple go through the net, and hopefully the last game in Tasmania he can just see a couple go through, and he's going to be really important for us in the finals, about the punch that he can give us.
Talk a bit about Tasmania and the challenge they posed in the last game. They've had a pretty incredible season, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been. I've talked to them to our guys about just some of the things I've seen them as a team, and the way that they huddle, how tight they are as a group, and Scott's done a absolute hell of a job with that team, and you see them doing that without Magne on the floor as well, and one of their big key signings, and they're undersized at centre, and they're just doing it with grit and execution and playing together, and it's a really fun style to watch and appreciate it as a coach. So yeah, we know whatever happens, Perth are that's kind of in their hands to win the games that they need to win for whatever that fixture against Tassie is. But I've never been one to go into a game and not try and win, and whatever happens in that last game, unless someone is injured and can't play, we'll play everybody, and we'll make sure that we're getting ready for the finals.
Chris, can I just get your thoughts on what it means to you and to the club to secure the minor premiership or the regular season championship and lock away that top spot? As defending champs, it's not easy. How proud are you to have done that? Unless, I guess, you lose by 150 points.
I hope not. Yeah, it's really pleasing, as I touched on before, because it gives us the maximum number of home games. And there's been times throughout the last couple of years where we haven't played much at home, or we haven't played in front of crowds. So we want to play in front of our home fans. We want to reward them for sticking with us. There's a lot of things that come with getting home finals. It's beneficial for the club, beneficial for the fans. So definitely a goal of ours to try and wrap that up. And I guess to do it on the home floor was fun as well. So as Dean said, it's now about doing what we need to do to put ourselves in the best position that whenever that first home finals game is, we're ready to roll.